Hi, everybody. Oh boy, I just start the live, and what does my husband do? But start running the oh shoot, there. But start running the weed eater. Hi, everybody. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Hi, Kathy. Bunch of, oh, look at my disaster in the background. Holy cow. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Wendy. I saw your latest quilt. It's very pretty. Hello, Bernadette from Dublin. How are you today? Hi, Margaret from Texas. Hi, Gail. I am still working on my lion's quilt. Hi, Lisa. I am, well, let's see. Wait a minute. Let me back up and show you where I'm at with it. I'm down to these blocks, and I have, I'm going to pull out my fabric to work today, and I have all of these done. So I am definitely getting there. So I can move this aside now. I've got my fabric out. Whoops, I just hit something I probably shouldn't have. And I do want to get plugged in if I can. Except for, it looks like I don't have my plug here close. I don't know if I do or not. You know me. I kind of get a little messed up here. I thought I was ready, but of course, it doesn't look like I am totally ready because I'm missing my iron. But here it comes. Okay. Ugh. What's it hooked to? Somebody's got me plugged into something. I have no clue what it is. It kind of makes me nervous, guys. I don't like it when people get me plugged into things and I don't know what they are. All right, that's unplugged. Whatever it was, I unplugged it. I hope it wasn't too important. The computer doesn't appear to be going out, so I guess it wasn't. All right. So today I have to change my threads still. And I have an absolute disaster all around me. I have got a quilt on the long arm that's done. I need to get that off. And I need to pack that up and get that sent off to its rightful owner. And I have all kinds of things that need to be done. I have a lot to do tomorrow. But in the meantime, I also have to pick up my mess so that I can keep doing. Oh, Sherry, I'm sorry. Oh, something happened to Vicky. Okay, lower back surgery, and Tuesday I got to have another MRI. Oh, I'm sorry, Vicky. That's not nice. That's not fun at all. Okay, so I'm going to work on my lion's quilt, but I have to make some adjustments. Currently, I have, it looks like the 4D foot on my, yeah, it's a 4D foot. And I got to change to the 97D. Where's my 97? Here's my 97. And then I have to change fabric, or thread, I mean, because I have the absolute wrong thread on. Lots of times I get asked with threads, what color you go with, and I'll be honest with you, I like to use the lightest color that I have, or gray. And I was sewing a pouch. That's why I've got dark blue thread in right now. So on this quilt, I'm going to sew it in white. Here's my fabric. Look, see, I've got white. I'm going to sew it in white because white is the one color that will absolutely bleed right through, and I don't want it to do that. Oh, here's my white thread. So I'm going to sew this one today with white thread. So that's what I'm doing. So it's Orifil, what's the number on white? 2024 is what I'm using. And I need another bobbin. Bobbins are a thing that once you own a machine, you never, ever, ever stop buying bobbins. And I always need more of them. So it looks like when I go to John's this week, I'm going to be getting more bobbins because I desperately need them. I'm down to, how many empty ones? I only have 2 empty ones, and I don't like to get that low because I tend to always need them then, and that's not good. You know, I don't like to have to take thread off of a bobbin. And realistically, I don't use that many different colors. I only use a couple. I use standard white. I use this white, which is not really white. It's 2311. And then I just have colors here and there. The gray that I use, but other than that, not a lot. Oh, is Suburban on? I missed her. Hi, Suburban. So, yep, that's what I like to use. So on this quilt, I am definitely using white. I am arguing with myself over how big I'm going to make this because, as you know, Lion's quilt, you can make it every single size in the book, right down to a table runner, which you guys saw the last time I was on. I showed you a picture of the table runner. It still hasn't gotten quilted, and I do not expect it to get quilted for a long time because there's a bunch of other things in front of it. But I'm trying to decide if I want to potentially put this in one of the bedrooms. I use red snaps now. I used to use pins all the time, and I was one of those diehards that just did not want to change over. And I did change over. What I find with the red snaps versus the pins is you need that extra 4 inches all the way around your long arm, the fabric. You really do need it. It's not any longer a question because when you pin it, you can get away with maybe 2 inches on the top and the bottom, but here, when you go to use the red snappers, you cannot. You have to have that full 4 inches. So, I think only a couple of times have I had to actually take it off and take the red snappers out and then pin it. Hi, Rolene. So, I do use the red snappers, and I do like them. I ended up purchasing 2 sets because I have 2 rollers on my long arm, so I can actually have one quilt on and quilt a second quilt. So I own 2 sets of red snappers so that I can quilt more than one. Well, I can't actually sew more than one quilt at a time, but I can have more than one quilt on the long arm at a time. So that's why I have 2 of them. I hope that answers. If not, let me know. This week I am teaching one day. I have been refinishing a desk for my granddaughter, for Natalie. is, I think most of you know, Natalie lived here, and they just recently moved into their house, so I've been redoing a desk for her. Red snappers it's a red tube that has a snap that goes around it, and what they do is they go into the leaders on our long arm frames that hold the quilts when you go to long arm your quilt, Vicki. They're, if you're a long armer, well, we as long armers either use great big huge corsage pins like this. See that great big huge pin? They're quite large and they hurt when you poke yourself. Or you use something called red snappers to attach them to your long arm. And I use the red snappers now. I didn't for the longest time, but now I do. And I didn't because it just simply scared me that the quilts were going to come off the long arm. But they don't. They stay right on there. Jackie and 2 of my 3 grandchildren made it up last week. And I had a wonderful time with them. John ended up staying home with AJ. And Jackie just came with the girls, which it was fine. I understood. John's doing good, just wasn't into the travel. I got a cute frame set up, but can't stand. Oh, yeah, it is a lot. Yeah, Wendy, a lot of them still do. If she ever asks, I was extremely hesitant. I mean, big time hesitant for probably 4 years to do the red snappers. And I don't know what finally got me to do it, but I did. And once I did, I was so happy with them, I just didn't stop. I haven't had any issues at all, so I'm very pleased with them. They do speed up the process. When you figure that it takes, a king size quilt probably takes, when you're pinning it, probably 45 minutes to just load it, then that's enough. It's nice to be able to do something a little bit faster, and it is. So I do enjoy that. So as I was saying, Jackie came home last week. Tracy and her family are actually almost all the way moved out. They've gotten very close to being completely moved out. Tracy needs to her sewing room, which is in here in the studio with me, and her and then just attic stuff. And then they have totally moved into their new home. They've been very busy getting things taken care of, trying to get things organized and set up. That takes a long time. So that's happening. I'm trying to think if there's anything else happening. I think that's about it. So I teach next week on Thursday. I see a couple of the ladies here that are actually going to be taking my class on the Dresden Blade table runner. I showed that to you guys a little over a month ago. And then we're starting to wind down on the springtime sampler. We've only got 2 classes left. So that's almost over with. So then I got to come up with another project. I haven't quite figured out what to do next, but I do want to do something next. Just don't know what yet. I haven't figured it out. I'd like to make some cute pillows. So we'll see what I'm going to end up doing. I haven't figured that one out yet. Rolene, John is doing pretty good. He leaves for Texas again tomorrow morning. And his next set of tests are in May. So that's what's going on with John. We are moving along at getting my father-in-law's house empty. I have managed to get all of the living floors done. So we got the third floor, which is really just an attic. So the upper attic. And then I got the... And then we got the bedrooms done and we got the downstairs done. My husband is now working on on the basement. So, hi John, congratulations on your new long arm. I use mostly King Tut thread. It's 100% cotton. I like their variegations because their variegations in that line of thread is really a nice one. It's a little bit longer, and it is Egyptian's long staple thread. So I use many times. I use King Tut. Once in a while, I'll use Superior. I tend to stay away from nylon threads only because I deal so much in cotton and cotton quilts, and I don't do show quilts. So because I don't do show quilts, I don't need the really fine threads of things like So Fine and Glide and those. So that's what I end up using. And I love my Gamma. I'm very pleased with my Gamma, how it works. I mean, it's been a knock on wood, very trustworthy machine for me. That's what I use. And it is a 40 weight thread is what I use. Hi, Teresa. It's nice to see you here. Thank you for joining us. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for another project, and I just can't decide yet. I've had a terrible time making a decision. So that's my next thing, is to figure out what I want to do next. Because right now we would be deep into a block of the month quilt, but that's done. Either that or we'd still be in the swap quilt, actually. So I want to figure out something else to do. I just haven't figured out what I want to do yet. I did get a quilt from Hoffman Fabrics the other day, and I wanted to show that to you. They were going to send me a list of the quilt shops that are carrying it, and I haven't gotten the list yet. I hope that they're still going to send it to me so that I can tell you guys about it. But I'll show you the quilt in the meantime. Here is the quilt kit. And look at all aren't they beautiful? It's all red, white, and blues. Okay. Isn't that gorgeous? They're just absolutely beautiful. I gotta stand up so you can see them. So let's see if I can get them on the camera good. Here, gorgeous dark blue, beautiful mottled batik red, gorgeous red. It signifies the white, but there is some modeling in there that's beautiful. Gorgeous light blue. Some more fabric, and then this blue, which is really pretty. And then the quilt that they are making with it is this one, which, look at that quilt. Isn't that something? It's called Little Firecracker, and it finishes at 53 inches square. And it is the palette of the season is what the fabrics are, and it's called Little Firecracker. It's designed exclusively for Huff and Fabrics by Jean Empey. I do too, Rolene. It's very, very pretty. This quilt is a little bit of everything. Christine, it is. So you do pineapple blocks. I'm going to try to skim through it and see all of them. You do Dresden blades. Look at the Dresden blade, though. It really is pretty. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Out of red and white and then the blue. And then you also do paper piecing, a lot of paper piecing. There's 2 paper piecing blocks. There's your Dresden blade one, and your Dresden blade is from a template. And then here is your pineapple block, which is also a paper pieced one. And it's absolutely beautiful. There's, 4 pages alone are just the pineapple block paper piecing. So, block A and B look like they are 4 1/4 inches, and then they finish down to 3 3/4. So they are tiny. There's nothing huge about them at all. And it looks like those are these. They're this border right here. And then the Dresden, there's 4 half ones and then 4 1/4 ones. I like the way they did it in the border. It really is pretty. Yeah, Christina, I've paper pieced maybe once or twice. My sister is excellent at it. I would like to give this a try because I think it would be a great experience. Just not quite certain exactly when I will make it. But I set the kit here and I've got it because I really did like the kit. I think it's beautiful. And I would like to do something with it. Just not quite sure, number one, when I'll have the time and what I would do. Just making sure I'm keeping up with questions. And it looks like I am. Mr. Wilson, like I said, has been busy working up at his dad's, getting that ready. And we're getting really close. Hopefully we'll be done with that in the next week or two. And then we can move forward with the rest of that stuff. So, last week was really busy with the services and everybody being home. So we definitely had a busy, busy week. Oh, Vicki, I bet it is too cold there. We actually, today, it is cool again. I'm in a sweatshirt. But yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. I was in a t-shirt. And it was absolutely beautiful here. But it's gone in the wind is out of the north. So that wonderful Lake Ontario has definitely kept us cooled right off today. But I've been told that tomorrow it's supposed to be nice again, and I hope so. Aw, Gail, that's a great memory to have. That's wonderful. Gail remembers paper piecing with her grandmother. She said it was a lot of fun with her. Like I said, my sister's great with it. I don't know. It's not something that I have concentrated on. So therefore, I don't know enough about it to say that I could even do it. I would have to sit down with directions all over again and start from scratch. So I'm not quite sure. Is anybody besides Gail and I doing Edita Sitar's Annie's Baskets? A block of the month. I have mine and I have my fabrics and I'm gonna show them to you. I just need to move them up. We had snow the other day this week. We had snow on Wednesday, I think it was. Yeah, it was Wednesday. So the kids woke up to snow, woke up to a lot of snow. Oh, Deb, good. I will remember that. Must be you've done it. So is anybody else doing Anna's Garden with us? Poor Gail's got lost. Her block got lost in the mail. Yeah, the sun's trying to come out here. It's still pretty cloudy though. Not very sunny. But it is trying to come out. I'm itching to change the studio around again. I've decided that I don't like my machine over here. I want it back where it used to be. I did a paper quilt. One paper quilt in July. Oh, Judy Niemeyer. Yeah. Judy Niemeyer's quilts are just gorgeous. No, my garden. Okay. Maybe your sister can do the firecracker. I know. Wouldn't that be wonderful, Kay? Are there a lot of small pieces? Here is, I'm going to show you my first block. This is the first month you get baskets 1, 2, and 3. Gail opted to do hers from the pre-cut, and I opted to cut my own. So we get both of the ways of doing it, which I think is kind of neat. So here are our 3 blocks. So I think this is one block right here. This is your second block. Yep, and then this is your third block. So those are the 3 blocks. And it just is beautiful. Nice, colorful directions. I haven't read them yet to start working on it. And once again, we've got templates to work with. But these are the fabrics. I'll take them out of the plastic so you can really see them. They are typical of Edita Sitar, absolutely stunning. They are just beautiful. I'm started to watch to see if she's going to have a extra bundle of the fabrics to sell, just because I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Gail, do you remember how big this quilt is when we get it done? I don't remember. All right, these are my fabrics. Let me move this stuff out of my way so that I don't get too much of a mess going here. Look at this green. Oh boy, look at this. Look at. Isn't that gorgeous? Gail, you've already got 1 and 2 done? That's not fair. Slow down, girl. So there's some. Then there is this absolutely gorgeous gold. It's got a very tiny little print. It's got a line and a dot. I'm going to try to keep this together. Then a beautiful neutral. Another nice neutral with a taupey dot on it. It's really pretty. Let's see if I can put this all back together again. And then there's a stack of them that are all folded together. And here those are. So you've got, let's see how I can do this. You've got a beautiful neutral with red flowers and pink. I love this check. Now my check is green and it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it's big. Okay, Gail says it's 73 by 79 when it's done. Oh, now remember the print I told you that was gold that had the line and the dot? It's in a red too. So it's very pretty. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Reminds me of fern leaves. Does it look like fern leaves to you guys? Oh, Christine, that's wonderful. And another one. This is a circle with a little dot inside and then leaves and vines. Oh, look at the gorgeous maple leaf. Yeah, the fabric is just gorgeous. One of her beautiful blues. And then another maple leaf. Now this one is in blues and greens. The other one was in reds and browns. And then the last fabric is that fern leaf again. But this is a green, red, and yellow one on a blue-green background. Yep, so those are the fabrics that I will be using. And in the pattern, it looks like because it's in color, you're seeing exactly what fabric you're supposed to use where. I'm assuming, and we all know that that can be dangerous, I'm assuming that we all have the same fabric. I don't know that for 100% certain, but I'm assuming that everybody has the exact same fabric. So that's my fabric package, which I'm very excited about. So I'm hoping one day this week maybe I get to work on this a little bit. I want to get my springtime sampler finished up for next week because next week's the first of the month again. Can you believe it's the 1st of May already? Just the month's blocks, Gail. Gail asked if I got all of the fabric for the entire quilt or just that month's blocks. And it is just that month's blocks. It's not the entire quilt. And I knew if I took it out of the bag, I'd never get it back in the way she had it. Sure enough, it's not going back in. So I gotta adjust my folds here. We're going to fold this up a little bit tighter so that I can make it all fit in that bag again. Just because I want to get it put away. I don't like it sitting out just in case. So, get it put away. Are the directions very good? Great. I mean, I would imagine, I think I've said this before, but if you ever have a chance to take a class from Adita Sitar, do it. Her classes are just beyond. They are absolutely wonderful. She is a great teacher. Get a big zipper bag. I know I should, but I want to work on them. And if I don't get it, then maybe I have to. Yeah, I worry about pieces getting lost, especially this little gold piece. Must be we don't use that a whole lot. It looks like 1, 2, 3, yeah, maybe 5 times we use it. Just got a few little squares. It's in the big basket right there. Yeah, the pieces definitely could get lost. So I will be very, very careful with that because I don't want to lose any of them. 9 times out of 10, they have pieces put away so that you can, get more of the fabric in the event that you have issues. But you never want to have to email them and say, I messed up, I need more fabric. So hopefully I won't mess up. And it sounds like Gail's going to have all 3 of hers done today. So if there's any sticky points, hopefully she'll clue me in on them. I think she will. She's pretty good about those things. So hopefully I won't have too many issues. I hope not, at least. But I am excited to work on it. I kind of purposely waited. Well, I've been busy, so I haven't had a chance to either. But I'm glad that I haven't gotten mine done yet. Hi, Tiff. I hope so too. I want to have this one done when everything else is done. When everybody else finishes theirs. You know Gail, she just does such a great job and sews so quickly that I don't sew as quick as she does. And we all know that. Because Lord knows my sisters won the January 1st quilting more than once, so we know that. This is what I'm working with today is Tilda fabric, and the quilt that I'm making is one of my patterns. It's called Lion's Quilt, and it is an extremely easy quilt. It's a nice beginner's quilt. And the thing I like about it the most is it looks so different just depending on the different fabric that you use. And I do mean it looks really different. Just that different fabric changes it up so very much that it's really nice to have a pattern that does that. The first time I did this quilt, I did it in with a dark gold fabric. That's true. You're retired and have time to sew. Hi, Marla. I haven't seen Brenda Foley-Stevens. Is she on yet? Is she on today? She usually does come on, but I know it's been a while since I've been on, so I'm not surprised. Besides, maybe it's beautiful out today, and she might be outside, which would be a good thing, right? I can hear Mr. Wilson on the other side of the wall again, so it must be he's stopped weed eating, thankfully. I thought for sure he was going to weed eat all during live. He had the weed eater out there going at it. So I've been in his garage painting, making a mess, and he has been in there fixing things that needed fixing. So the weed eater and a chainsaw and all kinds of stuff. How do I store them? I store them in plastic tubs. Honestly, that's where they go. Yeah. It's cloudy in California, Deb. So, one of those iris bins is what I use. Lots of times it's the purple handled bins. I use those a lot. A lot. And I really like them a lot. It's nice. Oh, it's raining in Massachusetts, Cape Cod. Yeah, we had rain the other day. Not today though. So I have them all together in there. So like the swap quilt, the extra pieces that I have is in a clear plastic bin, And in it, there's a piece of paper inside the box that I wrote swap, in which swap quilt it is. And then that way I just have to look at the box to know what's in there and can just grab it. I should be outside weeding my garden, but I'm happy to be in here for a little bit. When I get done here, I'm going back over to do a second coat of paint. Oh, that's a great way to do it. I used to be like that, Wendy, and I'm not now. I'll be honest. I said to my sister, I have to get down to the point that I only have 4 projects going at once. 4. See, 4. No more than 4. I think 4 is all I could handle. That would be good. There's never enough hours in the day, Christine. Ever. Because we have too much fun doing what we do. It's way, way, way too much fun to be able to create, to watch the magic of colors and fabrics all come together to do and create something beautiful. There just isn't enough time. I've come to that decision, and now I'm not changing my mind. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Gail. Yeah. I do have too many going at once. I used to be great about it. I was only one project at a time. And now I'm not again. And I have to get back to one at a time. Because I think I would feel more accomplished if I did. Plus, I want to be able to share more things. That's a good idea, Rolene. That I've heard people who do blocks of the month do that a lot. Do you find that you're able to keep up with them? And how many are you doing right now? If you got bored, yeah, that's the problem though. We never get bored. There is too many things that we can do. Way, way, way too many things that we can do. So we don't get bored. At least I know I don't get bored because there's too much I can do. Thank you, Kay. Oh, ladies, tell me these hot flashes are going to end, please. I'm tired of them already. I can do without hot flashes. I really could. Oh, it's starting to leave. I keep telling myself at least I'm not sitting in a business meeting anymore with a group full of men having a hot flash. Right? This is so much better. Talk about being embarrassed. Sit in a meeting full of men that are in their 30s and go through hot flashes. I have 4 going right now, and each one is up to date. Very good, Rolene. Well, Wendy, that's what you feel like a lot of times. Hi, Vicki. You do. You feel a lot of times like you just don't get anything finished, which is why I want to try to get caught up. Oh, I wish I didn't have them, believe me. You know, one minute I'm hot, the next minute I'm cold. But I've got my paint shirt on under the sweatshirt, so I'm not taking it off. So I'll just have to deal with it. Okay, don't tell me that. I'm glowing. Oh, thank you. I don't feel like I'm glowing. Oh, Christine. Oh. Us women. I'm sure many have something they have to go through that's just as embarrassing as our hot flashes, but I'm done with them. I've had enough. Oh, good, Suburban. That gives me some hope. Thank you. I seem to go in spurts where they're really, really bad and then where they get better. I should probably start documenting how many I have a day so that I really can get a handle on it. But I don't. Let's see. Oh, Suburban, yeah. Yeah, they're horrible. Only, okay, well, that's good. Yeah, you were, Kathy. I wasn't that lucky. Yes, you're right. It's not a hot flash. It is a power surge. Yes, it is. That's a good word for it. Because that's what it feels like. Yeah. I mean, it just, ugh. Yeah. So, I'm hoping that I turn my iron on. Just tired of them. Wish they'd go away, and they're not going to. But I'll learn to live with it for a little bit longer, I guess. So now I will, how many have I done? 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, I didn't quite get 10 done today, but I got 7 done. And then what I've been doing is the last time we did a live and I worked on this, I got them done to this point, and then I pressed them, and then I squared them up during the week. So I'll do that again, because that's when in between, I'll have time to do it for a little bit. I'll start getting ready for Thursday's class tomorrow, and then I'll go from there for the rest of my week, trying to get things done. But I think I might actually be only gone 1 or 2 days this week, which will be nice, because I get so much more done when I'm home. Yeah, Vicky, you do. I've heard that the black cohosh works for some people. And my daughter, somebody suggested it for me, and I asked my daughter to get some for me, and she was going to. So hopefully she will. Next time she goes to Lori's Natural Foods. Hopefully she'll get me some. Lindsay's family is doing really, really good. Boone is doing excellent. Lion is doing great. She has gotten so tall. I think she's 5'8". And of course she's got her braces now. And she's doing great. She recently dyed her hair. Lion decided, we've all, I think, done it at one point or another. Lion decided that she wanted to cut her hair and change the color. And she did. She cut it off just as short as mine, and then she dyed it. And when she dyed it, she had blonde hair, and the color was supposed to be blue and turned green. So 2 days before Dad's funeral, I had her down at the beauty shop getting her hair redone. And so now it's a purple red. She looks really snazzy with it. You know, a typical rebellious teenager is what she looks like. But it's just as cute could be. So she's got short hair now, and it's beautifully wavy, and It really is cute. So I kind of wish she'd let it grow long because she does have thick, beautiful hair. But I don't know if she will or not. So we'll have to see. You guys all remember what that was like when your kids were little or when we were little and we wanted to get rebellious and look different than everybody else? Well, yeah. Yeah. So that's that. But they're doing really good. Yeah. I think Lindsay talked about trying to plan a family photo shoot when Jackie comes home in July, because they're bringing me the kids the last 2 weeks in July. I'm going to have them for 2 solid weeks. And so we're hoping to do that. And then we'll have a nice family photo shoot, which would be great. Because we haven't done it in a long time. I mean, Lion was just I think she was 3 the last time we did it. So we'll see, hopefully. Yeah, Christine, I think I'll do that. A rainbow mohawk? That's adorable. Yeah, Lee, it's different, and I guess part of it is the fact that we're realizing that she really is starting to grow up and, she's her own person. And I don't know as her grandmother is, I'm ready for that, but I guess I have to be, don't I? The color looks really sharp on her. It really does. I'll have to try to get a picture of it and put it in the group so that you guys can see it. But it really is a sharp color. But it was a little bit radical for sure. A long hair and bell bottoms. Yep. I think I'm a little bit older than you. We had everybody had long hair, and we had bell bottoms that we would buy the pants and sew them so that the legs were really tight, and then you had these big flary bottoms, and then and then we had those long wool coats, and walking to and from school, it would be soaking wet. Lion is now 5'8". The one I'm using right now, Rolene, this is Tilda, Tilda, not Tula, Tilda. And I really like it. I wish I could have blue hair. I did once, but I had to bleach my hair so much it ruined my hair. Yeah. Yeah. See, in Lion being blonde, it just did not take. And she was doing it herself instead of going to a salon. The only thing I asked of her was the next time she got an idea where she felt like she had to cut her hair again, I told her she had to call me. And then she would make an appointment to get her hair cut. Not anymore. Well, she is a tall girl, and of course, her aunt is tall. I think her aunt's 5'8" or 5'9". But of course, Mom's not tall. Mom's same, just maybe a little bit more than me. And then, so yeah, not real tall. Rolene, it is very soft. It's a beautiful collection. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, Wendy. Yeah. Okay, we're not that far off. We're a few years separate. What did Christine find? I missed it. Yeah, I tried not to. Oh, I bet you it's a beautiful blue, Christine. Yep, you'd add fabric to the inside of the bell bottoms in order to make them even wider. Yep, that's what you did. I remember that. We remember strange things about our childhoods. Yes, it is the Woodland collection. Yep, that's what it is. It's beautiful. I'm very happy with it. Now I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to do more so I can make it big enough for my bed, or if I'm going to leave it the size it's at right now. And I haven't decided. And I probably won't right away. Yeah. I hate to do this early, but I am. Oh, Christine, that would be nice of you. Thank you. Oh, Wendy, that wasn't nice. You got to tell him we want to know what it is. Now you're going to have to tell all of us. Oh, come on. So Thursday's your birthday, right? I got all kinds of birthdays next month, not this month. We've got all three of my daughters, my sister, my mother, one of my grandchildren. They're all tomorrow. You haven't done anything with the Solana ones? Wow. Yes. Happy birthday, Wendy. Oh, cool. Well, I'll be thinking about you Thursday. But happy birthday in the meantime. And make sure you get online and tell us what you got. We all want to know. Yeah, May's our month. It's crazy. May, July are our months. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to end, and I am actually going to go into the garage and get another coat of paint on. I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye, everybody.